Hello, good evening. Here we are, week 11 of the Brain Strain quiz. We had a brilliant week last week on the mega quiz. We got some great scores. I've taken some things over from last week moving forward. So I'll just get you all up to speed. We are going to carry on with doing our answers straight after the round. So we'll do round one, then we'll go through the round one answers. So that will continue. In terms of the speed of the quiz last week, I think there was mixed views. So we are going to kind of go in between. So a little bit slower than last week, but not as slow as normal. There is 100 points up for grabs again. I will go through the rounds with everybody. So here we go for our rounds. We're going to do 4 rounds, then take a break, and then the final 4 rounds afterwards. So we've got Myth and Legend, then Memorise, Girls and Boys, and Link. I'll explain them as we go through them. And we'll have our break, then coming back we've got True or False, or Survey Says, Actors and Actresses, and finish off with General Knowledge. So that's what we've got lined up for this evening. So I'll give everyone a couple of seconds just to get organised and ready, and then we'll make a start. Okay, so here we go. It's round 1, Myth and Legend, 10 questions, 10 points, straight round. So here we go with our first question. Question 1. Which mythical creature is a symbol of Wales? Question 2. Who was King Arthur's father? Question 3. Who was the Greek god of love? Question 4. Which word is another name for the abominable snowman? Question 5. What was the creature of Greek mythology who had a human head and a lion's body? Question 6. Will Scarlet was a friend of which legendary outlaw? Question 7. Which legendary bird was said to have risen from its own ashes? Question 8. Which planet is named after the Roman god of war? Question 9. Which sportswear company takes its name from that of a Greek goddess? And question 10. What was left as a consolation inside Pandora's box? And there we have our first round. So if we've all got our answers written down, we're going to go straight through the answers for that round. So starting back at question 1, which mythical creature is a symbol of Wales? It is, of course, the dragon. So a point if you got that one right. Question 2, I did practice how to say this. Uther Pendragon is King Arthur's father. Question 3, Eros was the Greek god of love. Question 4, Yeti is another name for the abominable snowman. Question 5, a sphinx is the creature who had the human head and the lion's body. Question 6, Will Scarlet was a friend of Robin Hood's. Question 7, Phoenix was the legendary bird. Question 8, Roman god of war is Mars. Question 9, Night is the name of a Greek goddess, the goddess of victory, and also obviously that of the sportswear company. And question 10, Hope was left as a consolation in Pandora's box. That completes our first round. Now we're going to move on to round 2, which is our memorise round. Again, 10 questions, 10 points. For those of you that haven't done the memorise round before, I'll just bring you up to speed. So I'm going to show you a picture. I'll put it up for about 30 to 40 seconds. I'll leave you to take a good look everywhere, look at everything you can. And I will ask you 5 multiple choice questions on that picture. I will then show you another picture, again for 30 to 40 seconds, and then I will ask you 5 multiple choice questions on that picture. So here we go with our first picture. Here it is, take a look, see what you think. There it is. Take a look at everything. Okay, here we go with our first question. All good and ready? Here we go. What was the time on the clock? Was it A, 10:45 a.m, B, 1:45 p.m, or C, 3:15 p.m? Question 2. What colour was the guitar in the shop window? Was it A, red, B, black, or C, orange? Question 3. How many windows are above the shop? Is it A2, B3, or C4? Question 4. What is the name of the shop? Is it 60s Antique, 60s Street, or 60s Scene? And question 5. What is the name of the street the shop is on? Is it A, Market Street, B, Hope Street, or C, Antique Street? Okay, I'm going to show you the second picture now. Again, for the same amount of time. Here we go. It's a little bit simpler, this one. And here come the questions. So, which two colours were on the sailing boat? Is it A, red and blue, B, green and yellow, or C, red and yellow? Question 7. How many squares of images are there in total? Is it A, 16, B, 20, or C, 25? Question 8. Which of these was not an image shown? Was it A, a bicycle, B, a car, C, a train? Question 9. How many windows were on the plane, including the cockpit? Was it A, none, B, 6, or C, 7? And question 10. Which image was in the bottom right-hand corner? A, B, or C? Okay, that was your memorise round. Now we're going to go through our answers, starting back at question 1. What was the time on the clock? It was 1:45 p.m. So if you wrote down B, you get a point. Question 2. The guitar in the shop window was red. So if you answered A, that's correct. Question 3. There were 3 windows above the shop. So B was the right answer. Question 4. What is the name of the shop? It is 60s Scene. So answer C. Question 5. The name of the street the shop is on was B. Hope Street. Moving on to our answers from our second picture. Which two colours were on the sailing boat? It was A. Red and blue. Question 7. There were 20 squares in total. It was a 5x4 table, I believe. Moving on to question 8. Which of these was not an image shown? There was no image of a train. If you put C, you were correct. Question 9. How many windows were on the plane, including the cockpit? There were 6. There were 5 windows on the side of the plane, and when you include the cockpit, there were 6. And finally, question 10. Which image was on the bottom right-hand corner? It was the rocket. So if you answered A, you got that right. Well done. So we're going to move on now to round 3. I've called it Girls and Boys. There's 10 questions, but there are 11 points up for grabs on this one. It's all based on kids' TV shows, all to do with children and kids. So here we go with question 1. What is Peppa Pig's little brother called? Question 2. In Breakfast, what is the name of the little girl who owned the shop? Question 3. What is the name of the underwater city where SpongeBob SquarePants lives? Question 4. What relation is Scrappy-Doo to Scooby-Doo? Question 5. What kind of men were Bill and Ben? Question 6. Name the kids' TV show from this tune. So turn your speakers up. I'm going to play a song. Here we go. I need you to tell me what the name of the kids' TV show. Okay, moving on. Question 7. In which TV show, did a talking cat called Salem appear? In which TV show did a talking cat called Salem appear? Question 8. What TV show is this image from? Question 9. What were the two names of the Chuckle Brothers? This is a 2-point question. I need two names of the Chuckle Brothers. And finally, question 10. Where did Rosie and Jim live? Okay, that completes round 3, our girls and boys round. We'll go through our answers. So going back to question 1, Peppa Pig's little brother is called George. Well done if you got that one. Moving on to question 2, Emily is the name of the little girl who owned the shop in Bagpuss. Question 3, Bikini Bottom is the underwater city of SpongeBob SquarePants. Question 4, Scrappy-Doo is Scooby-Doo's nephew. So he is his nephew. Question 5, Bill and Ben were of course flower pot men. Question 6, the tune I played was from Pingu, which was one of my favourites. The tune was from Pingu. Question 7, Salem was the talking cat from Sabrina the Teenage Witch. Question 8, the image I showed there was of course the Wombles. Question 9, Chuckle Brothers, so point per name, a point if you said Paul and a point if you said Barry. And question 10, Rosie and Jim lived on a narrowboat. If you just put boat, I will of course accept that. They did specifically live on a narrowboat. Okay, moving on to our final round before we have a short break. This is called the link. This one actually has 11 questions for 11 points. I miscounted when I wrote it, so I just didn't take that one out. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you 3 facts, and then you'll have multiple choice answers which you must choose from for your answer. I'll go through the first question with you, and then I might have put an example up, I can't remember. We'll go from there. I haven't put an example up. So, our 3 facts for question 1 is this person is a legendary icon on The Only Way is Essex. This person has appeared on Dancing on Ice. And this person has an alter ego. Is it A, Mark Wright, B, Gemma Collins, C, Joey Essex, or D, Amy Childs? Moving on to question 2. This is a North African country. Mint tea with sugar is a popular drink here, and Rabat is the capital city. Is it A, Libya, B, Egypt, C, Tunisia, or D, Morocco? Moving on to question 3. It is an ancient Roman city. The city is in southern Italy, and a catastrophic event took place here in 79 AD. Is it A. Rome, B. Umbria, C. Pompeii, or D. Basilicata? Question 4. This creature has 8 legs. Its name has been used in the world of football, and it can be traditionally eaten in China. Is it A. Spider, B. Cockroach, C. An octopus, or D. A cricket? Moving on to question 5. It is the coldest planet in our solar system. It is the 7th planet from the Sun, and its name is a reference to the Greek god of the sky. Is it A. Mars, B. Venus, C. Jupiter, or D. Uranus? Question 6. This was the second highest grossing movie of 2019. It was a remake of an animated film, and it included the voices of Seth Rogen and Beyonce. Is it A. Lion King, B. Dumbo, C. Aladdin, or D. Beauty and the Beast? Question 7. This was ABBA's first UK #1. It was on their second studio album, and it was written specifically to be entered into a competition. Is it A. Mamma Mia, B. Dancing Queen, C. Waterloo, or D. Winner Takes It All? Question 8. This was the first character to ever be seen on EastEnders. Were the original landlord of the Queen Vic, and they were killed off the show in 2005 in bludgeoned to death. Was it A. Archie Mitchell, B. Bradley Banning, C. Barry Evans, or D. Ben Watts? Question 9. It is a US state. A karaoke classic features the name, and the capital of the state is Montgomery. Is it A. Alabama, B. West Virginia, C. Mississippi, or D. Oklahoma? And finally, question 10. It is the name of the largest bottle you can buy of wine in terms of size of the bottle. This bottle holds 30 litres and it is named after a Greek king. Is it A. Balthazar, B. Magnum, C. Midas, or D. Methuselah? And that completes... Oh, no, it doesn't, because I had an extra one. Keep forgetting. Okay, here we go. This is a garden herb. It comes in 2 varieties, fat leaf or curly. And it is commonly used as a garnish. Is it A. coriander, B. parsley, C. chives, or D. dill? Okay, there we go. And we reached the end of the round. Okay, so right back to the beginning, we're going to go through our answers from round 4. Question 1. The legendary icon was, of course, Gemma Collins. So if you put B, it's a point right there. Question 2, the answer was Morocco. Rabat is the capital city of Morocco. Question 3, the answer was C, Pompeii. It was the ancient Roman city with the catastrophic event of Mount Vesuvius exploding. Question 4, the octopus. I've put there in brackets Paul. Paul the octopus, I believe, somehow predicted some football scores a while ago. They are also traditionally eaten in China, just to chuck that in there. Question 5, Uranus is the coldest planet in our solar system and named after the Greek god of the sky. Question 6, The Lion King was the second highest grossing movie of 2019. They did release a new version of Dumbo, Aladdin and Beauty and the Beast, but they weren't, I don't think they either didn't make it that high up in the list, or they weren't in 2019. Question 7, Waterloo was, of course, ABBA's first UK number 1. Won Eurovision with that song as well. Question 8, Ben Watt was the first character to ever be seen on EastEnders. Question 9, Alabama, the US state. Sweet Home Alabama being the karaoke classic. And question 10, Midas is the name of the largest bottle of wine you can buy. Very expensive. Don't Google it because it is just disgusting, the prices. And question 11, parsley is, of course, the garden herb. Fat leaf parsley, curly parsley, used to chuck on everything. So well done if you got that one. And that completes our first half of tonight's quiz. We're going to take a short break now. We'll probably be back just after 22, coming up to 9. So go and have a glass of whatever, have a little break, and we'll see you in a minute.
The loving in my heart won't break in two. I never wanna say that we are through. I'm holding on to what we still have left. And yeah, you know me. The love I give is the love I got. So don't walk away. Don't just leave it all just to watch it fade away. Fade away.
There's a lot of things on my mind. Stacking money like 365. There's a lot of things on my mind. Stacking money like 365. There's a lot of things on my mind. Stacking money like 365. There's a lot of things on my mind. Stacking money like 365.
just hold on. Been to places that I'll never go. Seen some faces that I'll never know. I keep dancing, but it's just for show. Whoa. Look up at the sky full of stars. Close my eyes, I always see the dark. Tell myself I wanna seize the night. Alright.
Okay, here we are. We are back. Give everyone a couple of seconds to just get sorted, get ready for the second half of tonight's quiz. So our next round is going to be true or false. So we're going to go through that in just a second. There is going to be 10 questions, 10 points, nice and simple, true or false. 50% chance of getting it right. Okay, so if we're all good and ready, here we go. Round 5, true or false, 10 questions, 10 points up for grabs. Here is our first question. Prince Harry is taller than Prince William. True or false? Question 2. Meryl Streep has won 2 Academy Awards. True or false? Question 3. There are 2 parts of the body which cannot heal itself. Question 4. Howard Donald is the oldest member of the band Take That. Question 5. In Harry Potter, Draco Malfoy has no siblings. Question 6. Cinderella was the first Disney princess. True or false? Question 7. Madonna's real name is Madonna. Question 8. Canis lupus is the scientific name for a wolf. Question 9. Monaco is the smallest country in the world. And question 10. ASOS stands for as seen on screen. True or false? Okay, that was a nice easy round. Here we go with our answers. As I said, 50% chance of getting it right. Prince Harry is taller than Prince William. False. Prince William is taller than Prince Harry. Question 2. Meryl Streep has won 2 Academy Awards. That's also false. She's actually won 3. Question 3. There are 2 parts of the body which cannot heal itself. That's also false. There's only one, and that is the teeth. Teeth obviously cannot heal themselves. Question 4. Howard Donald is the oldest member of the band. Take that. That was true. Question 5. In Harry Potter, Draco Malfoy has no siblings. That's false. He has a younger sister. Question 6. Cinderella was the first Disney princess. Also false. Snow White was the first Disney princess. Question 7. Madonna's real name is actually Madonna. That's true. It is her name. Question 8. Canis lupus is not the scientific name for a wolf. Very close. It's actually Canis lupus. Question 9. Monaco is the smallest country in the world. That's false. It's actually Vatican City. And question 10. ASOS does stand for as seen on the screen. That one was true. So put up your scores, see what you got before we move on to round 6. So round 6 is our survey says round. It's based on family fortune. I have an example to show you. There's going to be 10 questions, a total of 20 points up for grabs. Here is our example. I will ask you to name something. Example shown here is name something you associate with a picture. Now, top answer is going to get you 2 points. The remaining 4 answers will get you 1 point, and if you don't write down something that's on there, you get no points. That's how it's going to work. If we're all good and ready, here is our first question. Name a food associated with France. Please only write down one answer. Question 2. Name a well-known pop group from Australia. Question 3. Name a fruit you can identify by its feel. Question 4. Name a living creature that doesn't have legs. Question 5. Apart from clothes, name something you wear. Question 6. Name a type of keeper. Question 7. Name a part of the body you can pat. Question 8. Name a way of sending a message to someone. Question 9. Name something apart from news that you see in a newspaper. And question 10. Name a foreign cheese. Okay, that completes round 6. We're going to go through our answers. So just remember, if you got the top answer, it's quite clear on these slides anyway, but if you get the top answer, you get 2 points. If you get the next 4 answers, you get a single point. You only needed to write down one answer, okay? There's a maximum of only 2 points per question. Here is our first question. I asked you to name a food associated with France. Top answer was snails. 2 points if you got snails. The remaining answers were frog's legs, peas, garlic, and baguette. If you named any of those, you get 1 point. Question 2. I asked you to name a well-known pop group from Australia. If you said Men at Work, you got 2 points. If you said AC/DC, INXS, the Bee Gees, or Air Supply, you got 1 point. Question 3. Name a fruit you can identify by its feel. If you said banana, top mark, you get 2 points. If you said pineapple, peach, kiwi, or orange, you get 1 point. Question 4. I asked you to name a living creature that doesn't have legs. The top answer was snake. 2 points if you put snake. The remaining answers were fish, worm, snail, or slug. 1 point for any of those. Moving on to question 5. I asked you, apart from clothes, name something you wear. Top answer was a watch. 2 points if you said watch. The remaining answers were makeup, a smile, perfume or aftershave, and glasses or contacts. 1 point if you said any of the remaining answers. Question 6. I asked you to name a type of keeper. If you said zookeeper, top marks, you get 2 points. If you said goalkeeper, beekeeper, gamekeeper, or lookkeeper, it's 1 point. Question 7, I asked you to name a part of the body you can pat. If you put bottom, you get top marks, 2 points. If you said head, back, leg, or tummy, or stomach, it's 1 point. If you said none of them, I'm afraid it's no point. Question 8, I asked you to name a way of sending a message to someone. If you said text, get 2 points. If you said email, pop it in the post, phone them, or use a carrier pigeon, you get 1 point. Question 9, I asked you to name something apart from news that you see in a newspaper. If you put down topless model or page 3 girl, top marks, you get 2 points. If you put TV guide, agony aunt, crossword, or horoscopes, you get 1 point. Question 10, I asked you to name a foreign cheese. you put Gouda, you get 2 points. If you put Brie, Edam, Gorgonzola, or Gruyere, you get 1 point. And that completes round 6. Moving on to round 7, our actors and actresses round. 10 questions, but 11 points up for grabs. Here we go with our first question. If we're all good and ready. Question 1. In the 1994 film Pulp Fiction, who was the lead actress? Question 2. Who played Nelson Mandela in the film Mandela: The Long Walk to Freedom? Question 3. Who is this? Question 4. Which film starred Kate Winslet as Rose, the story of an ill-fated voyage? Question 5. Who played Inspector Morse in the original series? Question 6. Which Friends actor also voiced Melman the giraffe in the film Madagascar? Question 7. Who is this? Question 8. What are the names of the 2 Olsen twins? It's a 2-point question. You need both names of the Olsen twins. Question 9. Who was the first actor to play the role of James Bond? And question 10. Oh, I've given you the answer. Everyone gets a point on that one. It's Dame Maggie Smith. I've told you who she is. Write it down if you want. You're going to get the point. Who is this? Name Maggie Smith. Okay. Let's go through our answers. Moving on to question 1. 1994 film Pulp Fiction. The lead actress was Uma Thurman. Question 2. Idris Elba played Nelson Mandela. Question 3 was, of course, Scarlett Johansson. Question 4. The film with Kate Winslet as Rose was, of course, the iconic Titanic. Question 5. The original series of Inspector Morse was played by John Thor. Question 6. The Friends actor who voiced Melman the Giraffe was, of course, David Schwimmer. Question 7. That was Keanu Reeves. Question 8. This is for 2 points. The two Olsen twins were Mary Kate and Ashley. A point for Mary Kate, point for Ashley. Question 9. The first actor to play the role of James Bond was Sean Connery. And question 10, which we all got a point for, was, of course, Dame Maggie Smith. Okay. Moving on to our final round of this evening. 10 questions, 17 points. This is the round you need. Okay, the round you need. So, if we are all good and ready, final round for this evening. Question 1. The letterbox of 10 Downing Street has an inscription that reads, First Lord of what? Question 2. What were the surnames of Henry VIII's wives whose first names were Catherine? This is a multiple point answer. There's more than one answer on this one. Okay, moving on to question 3. Who won the FIFA Women's World Cup in 2019? Question 4. What is the lifespan of a dragonfly? Question 5. In science, name the 3 states of matter. 3-point question. Moving on to question 6. What is the difference between Great Britain and the United Kingdom? Question 7. Which artist created Campbell's Soup Cans in 1962? That's the name of the painting. Question 8. In which country would you find the famous landmark Jush Tower? I can't pronounce that word. Jush Tower, I'm going to go for. Okay, question 9. This is a 2-point question. What were the names of the 2 bombs dropped on Japan in World War II? That's incorrect. I had rephrased this and it's not. I'll read it out the way I should have been put. What were the names of the 2 cities the bombs were dropped on in Japan in World War II? Not the names of the bombs, the names of the cities the bombs were dropped on. And finally, question 10, 3-point question. Name the 3 members of the band N-Dubs. Okay, it was a tough general knowledge round. Go through these answers. I don't know why it says round 9 there. The letterbox of 10 Downing Street has an inscription that reads, First Lord of the Treasury. If you wrote Treasury, well done, you get the point. Question 2. Your 3-point question, full names of Henry VIII's wives whose first names were Catherine. 1 point if you said Catherine Parr. 1 point if you said Catherine of Aragon. And 1 point if you said Catherine Howard. Question 3. The USA won the FIFA Women's World Cup last year. Question 4. The lifespan of a dragonfly is 24 hours, 1 day. Question 5. 3 states of matter, your 3-point question. You get a point if you said a solid, you get a point if you said a liquid, and you get a point if you said a gas. Question 6. What is the difference between Great Britain and the United Kingdom? Well, the United Kingdom includes Northern Ireland, but Great Britain doesn't. Question 7. The artist who created Campbell's soup cans was Andy Warhol. Question 8. The tower, the famous landmark, was North Korea. That was the country you needed, North Korea. Question 9. This was for 2 points, and I actually wrote it right on this slide. What were the names of the 2 cities in Japan where bombs were dropped in World War II? You get a point if you said, how do I pronounce that, Aaron? Oh, the other one. Hiroshima and Nagasaki. You get a point for Hiroshima, a point for Nagasaki. And finally, question 10, 3-point answers. The 3 members of the band N-Dubs was Lisa, Happy, and Phaser. A point for each of those. And there we have it. That's it, guys. We've made it to the end. Please, please, please let me know your scores. You can message them here on the live chat on YouTube. You can message direct to the Brain Strain Quiz Facebook page or by private message on the Facebook page. It's probably better. I do have to say, for all my regulars and those that play week in, week out, I won't be doing a quiz next week. I'm actually going to pursue my career in refereeing, and I'm going up north to referee a football game, so that should be fun. However, I will be back the following week, and I look forward to seeing you all the following week. So, yeah, let me know, as usual, if there's anything you liked, didn't like, felt I was going too fast, too slow, whatever. You know, I'm here. I like to hear your feedback. So, other than that, I'll let you all enjoy the rest of your evening. Hope you all have a lovely weekend, and I will see you soon.
just hold on. Just hold on. Over the mirror, tell me what you see. 'Cause I see scratches all over me. Out of the summer, of the love, of the pain. Not the passion, but I'm with you. Of the pain. Not the passion, but I'm with you. Of the Everybody's telling me love is not, it seems to be hurts when you don't want it to. I better walk my way, let the humming voices fade, living the way I do. Here I am outside the door, trying to collect my thoughts, silly words from yesterday. I feel like I lose my mind every time when you're around. I have so much to say.
They say history is written by the victor, so I don't mind playing the villain. Got a pretty girl to the throne.